So I get picked up by this guy and don't think anything of it. You know, I hitchhike every day. And I do recall, though, him offering me a beer. And I was already drinking at that age. But I declined the beer only because it was so early in the morning. You know, it was just like, you know, not even 10 o'clock, I don't think. And he offers me a beer and I decline it. I said, no, thanks, I'm good. And then at some point shortly thereafter, he puts his hand on my knee. But it's Laguna Beach. So again, it's nothing really too unusual about this thing. He's picking up a young kid but he puts his hand on my knee and I just take his hand and place it back into the center console area. And I was like, hey, you know, you can just let me off. And that was it. It was, you know.
He let you pulled over and...
Yeah, he just pulled over and let me off. Don't think anything about it.
Yeah.
It's just another weird day. Until years later, and now I'm a deputy sheriff in the Orange County Jail. And I'm not really even aware that there's a person in custody there named Randy Kraft. But I do remember going on a ride-along, which when you're a jail deputy, you know, your aspirations are to get out on patrol eventually. So you could sign up to go do ride-alongs where you get to go out and ride along with a patrol deputy and experience a little bit of what it'll be like to ultimately get out of the jail. So I was with a guy, I think it was a guy named Ronnie Robertson, and for whatever reason, he had to go to where Orange County sheriffs kept all of it was like their evidence center, their evidence warehouse. Just hundreds of bicycles and computers and everything that goes into evidence is stored there. And I remember specifically, I was kind of wandering around while he was taking care of his business. I was just like looking at all this stuff in this huge evidence warehouse. And I saw this vehicle, and it was a brown Toyota Celica. And eventually Ronnie had come up to me and he's like, yeah, you know whose car that is? I'm like, I have no idea. But there was something registering in my mind. I couldn't even put it together yet.
Right.
I just
familiar.
I'm just like, oh, that's, yeah. And he goes, yeah, that's the guy who's over in the county jail, the serial killer. I'm like, who? He's like, this guy named Randy Kraft. He's over there. He's looking at, you know, he's on trial for killing a bunch of young boys. And now it's just starting to, and so I go back to the jail eventually, and I go and I look at who he is. He is in protective custody, but, you know, as a jail deputy, you can kind of roam around and go, like Richard Ramirez is there and other notable guys. And I remember going and looking at Randy Kraft, and then it all connected. I'm like, holy shit. That was the guy who picked me up years ago.